Julie, can I ask you, I mean, disruption's not only affecting the way we do business, but also the way we learn. Now, can you tell us sort of very briefly about how your organisation's responded to this? I mean, you've sort of really gone out on a limb here and pioneered a new way of studying.
Yes. So the AGSM has a history of innovation that extends, beyond 40 years. We were the first institution to offer an MBA in this country, and we've formulated new products, services and partnerships since that time. However, more recently, we came to understand that we needed to transform the way we educate, engage stakeholders and construct our business model. And the motivation for this was gained through a very deep understanding we gained in regards to how people learn. So just let me give you a few facts. If you place a picture book in front of a 2-year-old, now, more than 50% of those toddlers will swipe the page to turn it over. They'll go and touch a television screen to change the channel. We also know that the span of attention for adults now is 40% less than what the attention span was in 2001. And a lot of people say that that's due to our reduced capacity to filter irrelevant information, largely due to the digital age. We also know that we have reduced capacity to recall from memory different things. And for me, I can't remember the last time I had to memorize a phone number. So a lot of our competitors and institutions and different universities, in response to this environmental change, have banned technology devices in the classrooms because they see that they're a distraction. So another view, a view that we have adopted at UNSW Business School and AGSM, is to see that technology can be a way of enhancing the education experience, that it becomes a tool, that it allows you to extend information to enlarge and increase retention periods, and it becomes a knowledge base. So in that way, the technology device becomes an external hard drive for your brain. So we have abolished all paper course materials. We have transformed the typical lecture with one-way information, and we've replaced this with different technology to enhance learning and increase the retention. So all of our materials are on iBook, and the iBook has got all the functionality as with paper and more. So you can write notes, you can highlight, you can copy and paste, you've got search functions, you've got share functions. But most importantly, we have the ability to embed gamification. Gamification, embed videos and different online learning tools. So for instance, if you're coming to your finance MBA class, you would do different quizzes beforehand. So you've got the out of classroom experiences. You have some competitions with your peers and you earn points. And that information is automated. It's fed through to your lecturer. So your lecturer knows what they need to concentrate in class and what they don't need to concentrate in class. So these out of classroom experiences become just as important as what happens in the classroom. So there's been many challenges that we've faced to abolish paper, as you can imagine, in a university.
Yeah, what do the university professors, the older guys, think of all this?
Well, they've embraced it eventually. But one of the big challenges has been around capability. And capability around our staff. These skills are not readily available on the labour market. We've, in many ways, been self-taught, and it's unleashed all of this creativity at the AGSM. There's no benchmark. We haven't got a competitor who is doing this. So we've had to, trial by experimentation and different things and feel comfortable with failure. But the capability is not just with our staff. It's capability with our customers. So this was something that was quite unexpected, because we've had to recognise that there is a proportion of our customers that would prefer the reams of paper and the one-way deliberate lecture of feeding information. So we are preparing for the toddler and the new generation, but at the same time, we've got to look after the current customer. And so it's about making the benefits of the technology salient to the customer, and then providing them with lots of different opportunities so they can engage with the technology, they have the skills to do it, and they feel like they're in a safe environment to do it. So our transformation effort, I believe, is kept us as a business in a much better position to deal with the change that's going to continue to face us, and also responds to the way people are learning and educating themselves now.
Julie, how do you get scale? How do you grow in an environment where you're dealing with disruption? I mean, Julie, you've done it partly through partnerships. How important has that been?
Partnerships have been really, really important for us, particularly partnerships outside Australia. But for us, having different programs or products that are offered completely online. So we have an online MBA ranked 8th in the world by the Financial Times, 4th in the world for value for money. And this means that we can have a customer base outside Australia where our MBA candidates don't need to even step into Australia or university. And this has been very popular. And I think that the key is flexibility. Our customers, our executive education clients want flexibility. So if you are doing a placement, a secondment to Dubai for 6 months, you can continue your education. You can learn in intense, short courses through executive education. They can count for your MBA experience, or you can do the traditional model. So being able to offer a full range of services so that people can customise the product has been enormously important for us, and it just extends the market, so you're growing the pie rather than operating in a traditional competitive market where, you know, this university is your competitor and this one is. It's the competitor is Google. The competitor is the online platforms.
Yeah.
So you've got to think differently about, you know, the whole market.
Yeah.